If you're looking to get business funding, this video could change how much money you get approved for. The bank matters more than just having good credit. You can have two business owners with the same 720 credit score. One gets $150,000 in funding, and the other gets stuck with $10,000. The only difference is which banks they apply it to and in what order. Today, I'm ranking the top banks for 0% business funding, going over how much you can actually get from each one and which banks are easiest to get approved for. Quick disclaimer, these are my own personal rankings based on working with hundreds of clients and seeing which banks consistently give the highest limits. Some banks will approve you for $75,000 on day one. Others will approve you for $2,000 and call it a day. So let's break down which banks are actually worth your time. Here's how the rankings work. S tier being the best and F tier being the worst in my opinion. Let's start with US Bank. I would give them a C tier. Now, US Bank is a huge name, but the problem is even with the most dialed in, optimized profile, even with a relationship with them, bank accounts, fully funded account with 10,000 or more, US Bank loves starting out at lower limits. Even though they have multiple cards that have 0% interest, the majority of our clients that I see starting off with US Bank are getting anywhere from $9,000, $5,000, sometimes $15,000 from US Bank. But I would say out of all the clients I've worked with, there's only a small handful that US Bank has started off with $25,000 on one card. And this is the highest that card will go up to. So keep that in mind when applying for US Bank. Next is Wells Fargo. I rank them a B tier. Now, I give them a B because you can still get a high limit at Wells Fargo, but they have a little bit more requirements. Wells Fargo is really big on you having a relationship with them. Over the last couple of years, they've been really big on trying to get their name back out into the business market. So they've recently created a new 0% interest business credit card. Now, to qualify for that card, they want you to either have a personal account with them, so you've already been a banking client of Wells Fargo, or you have a business checking account with them. Recently, they've allowed you to get the card without having a business checking account, but I'm seeing way better results if you're already an existing client. So that's why they're a B tier, because not everybody can get the highest limits. If you are already associated with Wells Fargo, maybe you have a mortgage there, a car, bank accounts, business bank accounts, that's great. This bank can be great for you. And I've seen limits up to $40,000. Really, $40,000 is the highest I've seen right off the bat if you're already an existing client with them. If not, you might get something smaller like $5,000 or $10,000. Bank of America. They're another C-tier bank. They operate very similarly to US Bank. So they like it when you have accounts with them, but I've tested having our clients open up bank accounts, put $10,000 in there, wait 2 weeks, and then apply. And I've tested having nothing with them and then applying. I'm seeing very similar results. The biggest game changer for Bank of America is gonna be your credit report, but also be prepared to see $10,000 limits, $8,000 limits, maybe $15,000 limits. Starting off with $25,000 limits is really only going to happen if you've been an existing business client with them and all your transactions, all your business expense, everything has been going through Bank of America already. That's when you might see higher results on the first time, and I'm talking higher like $25,000. American Express. I give them an A tier. One thing to keep in mind though, prior to applying for American Express, they're also a relationship bank. So they want you to already have something with them. I'll use myself as an example. I opened up a American Express Platinum card, a personal card, in March of 2024. In July, on a day-old LLC, I applied for both of their 0% interest business blue cards, and they gave me $20,000 apiece. So right off the bat, $40,000. I see time and time again, any of our clients that already have an existing relationship with American Express, whether it's a personal Amex card, one of their airline cards, or a business Amex that's not the 0%, a lot of our clients can get two cards from them with $25,000 a piece, both at 0% interest, starting you off with $50,000. And American Express is notorious for doing right on the spot approvals. So as you apply, you can get approved and then even have access to the card on the next screen versus the other banks where you have to wait 7 to 10 days for the card to show up. So because of that, I give American Express an A. Local, state banks, regional banks, and credit unions. I put these in the F tier. This is because there's a lot of loopholes you have to jump through. Some of these banks want you to be customers of theirs. Some of these banks have requirements, all dependent on your local state, and the majority of them fund their cards through Elon Financial. Elon Financial is also who US Bank uses, so inside of the card issuer Elon Financial, they can see multiple inquiries that you've already been applying for other Elon cards, so this can also cause denials. Notoriously, local and state banks and even credit unions take a long time to get approved, and they give you much lower limit cards than these large national banks. Chase Bank. This is my S tier bank. Above all else, Chase has notoriously given the highest limit cards. This is assuming you don't already have Chase credit or anything else on your business credit. Chase will look to see if you have other maxed out business credit cards, but we're assuming that we're starting with a blank slate. I always start with Chase. Chase has two 0% interest business Inc. cards. Each one has the capacity to go up to $75,000. Now, are you going to start with $75,000? Maybe, maybe not. If you've already been an existing Chase business customer, this puts you in a much higher category to get a $75,000 card right off the bat. Out of the hundreds of clients we've served, there's several that we've gotten $150,000 on the first shot with Chase. Don't expect that, but it is possible. What this does mean, though, is even if you started off with two Chase cards with $40,000 a piece on them, throughout the 12 months of 0% interest, every 90 days, you can get a limit increase. As long as you're keeping the utilization low, you can make big purchases, pay them down, make big purchases, pay them down, and then you can get a limit increase every 90 days. You can take both of these cards up to $75,000, getting $150 just from Chase. Truist Bank. I rate them a B tier. Truist is region specific, so it's not available in all 50 states. So you do want to look to see if they are available in your state before applying for their 0% card. Truist has time and time again given our clients $20,000, $30,000, sometimes up to $40,000. They have two 0% interest business cards, and they're great to work with. They pull from TransUnion specifically, so you want to make sure that your TransUnion report is dialed in. You don't have to have anything else with them, but I've noticed that if you do have something else with them, a lot of times it can help. You may not even know, but some of the personal loans out there that you might have, like Lightstream and a few others, are actually powered by Truist. So having one of these, and you maybe have had these for a while, can help your chances on getting their 0% business cards. If you found this video to be helpful, we also did a video on the 5 banks that will approve new LLCs for $50,000 without proof of income.